This is the story of the demoniac from Mark 5, verses 1 through 20. The sun is beginning to set, and Jesus has just finished a long day of preaching in Galilee. Jesus and his 12 disciples are in a boat now on the Sea of Galilee, approaching the shore of the country of the people called the Gerasenes in the non-Jewish region of the Decapolis. It's after a storm, and since the nearest town is a little farther from the seaside, the only other people around appear to be some herdsmen, with their great herd of pigs feeding on the hillside. It's clear that this part of the region is the people's burial ground. The hills are covered with stone tombs. The boat slows to a stop on the sand, and as Jesus steps out, a man sees Jesus from afar and rushes down from among the tombs, yelling and stumbling. It's clear that he's possessed with demons. In fact, he has been for many years. Cast out by his community, he now lives among the tombs. At one time he was often bound with shackles and chains, but as the demons grew stronger, the chains became as useless as yarn, and the shackles as weak as paper. Now no one has the strength to subdue him, and they live in fear of the demon-possessed man. His people have given up on him and given him over to death. He roams day and night and day among the tombs and along the hills, shrieking wildly and cutting himself with stones, so that even the man is afraid of himself. But Jesus is calm and unafraid. As the man approaches, Jesus began speaking repeatedly to the demons inside him, "Come out of the man, you unclean spirit." The possessed man falls on his knees before Jesus, and speaking with the voice of the demons, cries loudly, "What have you to do with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I adjure you by God, do not torment me." The demons recognize Jesus' power and are deeply afraid of what he could do. Jesus asks them, "What is your name?" The demons reply, shaking, "My name is Legion, for we are many." And they plead earnestly with Jesus not to send them out of the country. The demons' purpose is to destroy, and they don't want to be separated from this community they've already done so much damage to. Seeing the herd of pigs on the hill, the demons beg Jesus, "Send us to the pigs, let us enter them." So Jesus gives them permission to leave the man and enter the pigs. At once, the unclean spirits rush out of the man and into the pigs. It's a large herd, about 2,000 pigs, and suddenly filled with the madness of the legion of demons, the pigs rush down the steep bank and throw themselves into the sea, where they drown. They would have done the same to the man and the rest of the Gerasenes if Jesus hadn't stepped in. The herdsmen who are with the pigs have seen this entire scene played out and are incredulous. They run to the city, telling everyone they meet along the way what they have just witnessed. And from all around, people come to the tombs to see for themselves what has happened. They find Jesus on the shore in the twilight, the demon-possessed man sitting at his feet. Except he's not demon-possessed anymore. He's clothed and in his right mind. After years of bondage, he has been freed. And the people who see him are terrified. They don't know of Jesus and what he can do. They only know that he has done the impossible. They are afraid of what they don't understand. Trembling with fright, they begin to beg Jesus to leave their country. Jesus complies and turns back to his boat. As he is stepping into it, the man who had been possessed grabs Jesus' cloak, imploring Jesus that he might come and be with him. But Jesus knows that the man has another job to do and tells him instead, "Go home to your friends and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how he has had mercy on you." And so the man, filled with awe and faith, travels throughout the country, proclaiming how Jesus has saved him, and everyone who hears his story marvels at what Jesus has done.